Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. These guys want to demilitarize the Zaporizhzhya Nuclear Power Plant. That's United Nations and other guys, you know, from the opposite side of Russia. And they want to have their so-called peacekeeping force overseeing the functioning of the plant. And the Russians probably say, you know what, no, once this war will be over, we're gonna demilitarize it at once. But they're gonna have guards, because you always have you know, military presence at least, or security presence at these kind of sites for the obvious reasons. And moreover, now when you have an open war, where things could happen and you don't know who can take over or really damage it and create a global disaster. It's a lot of politics here, and it's a lot of fingers pointed to one another. Another thing that is here, it's ascribing ill intent to some and perfection and angel-like behavior to others, with no evidence that that is so. Because when was the last time you saw an angel, you know, being around you in real life? Let's put it this way. Maybe you did, but not too many. Well, in this case, you are, you have to see that Ukrainians and the Ukrainian leadership is formed only from an angel stock. So let's see what this article is telling us about Russia smacking everybody else, saying, you know what, go and take care of your little plowing on the field and let us take care of the plant, because you know what we're doing. All right, so this is an article coming from the New Voice of Ukraine from today, August 12, 2022. This is the title: Russia rules out demilitarization zone around Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant. Why didn't they have this when it was in Ukraine's hand for about, what, 10 days? From February 24th until March 4th, I think it was. 4 or 6, something like that. So for those 10 days, why didn't they say, you know what, we demilitarize this and nobody touches this, okay? Why not then? Why only now? Why don't they say, okay, Zaporizhzhya, or this city, or that city, or let's say Odessa, we demilitarize it. We consider it and we declare it an open city. You don't have to destroy it, you don't have to attack it. There's no forces here, that's fine. Like they did with Paris in 1940, whenever, right? Why not? When the Germans were coming. Oh, don't, open city, that's fine. Why not? Because they want to be in there and fight, defend their country. Because their armies do not find the Russians like you used to. All right, let's face one another and see who's got bigger this. No, we're going to be around civilians. We're going to be here. And when you try to hit us and strike us, inevitably you're going to hit civilians. And I'm going to say, see, that's war crimes over here. But where were you? Well, you attacked me. Why did I attack you? Oh, it was unprovoked. Really? How about those guys that were killed over there in East Ukraine since 2014 until 2022? We call that genocide. Oh, no, that's not genocide. Genocide was only in Kosovo. Here it was not genocide. Okay, all right. And who defines that? You? Do we have definitions? Clear definitions? Yeah. Okay, let's come over here, sit down. Okay, nice boy, good boy. And now let's read it and see. This is the evidence. No, you don't care about it? Why? Because they're Russians. Okay, got it. So that's kind of like the story goes. So let's see how this, I mean, I made it like that, but you know, it's more details in it, but basically that's what it is. You know, I'm hiding behind these guys defending my country. These guys being civilians. Well, that's unfortunate we got to this point. Moscow will not support a United Nations proposal to establish a demilitarized zone around the Russian-occupied Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant. Russia's permanent representative to the UN, Vasily Nebenzia, said on August 12, according to the BBC News Russian. So, Nebezhnya, why is BBC Russian? Okay. Nebezhnya claimed Russia is safeguarding the facility against potential terrorist attacks. That's partly true, as I mentioned before, but you know, they want to take over and they don't protect it only for that. That's theirs now. And I'm quoting, demilitarization, the nuclear power station could leave it vulnerable to anyone willing to pay a visit, said Nebezhnya. Nebenzia, my bad, Nebenzia. And I'm quoting, nobody knows what the potential visitors would be after. What this potential visitor would be after. We can't rule out some sort of provocations or terrorist attacks against the power station, which we ought to safeguard. Nebenzia's lies come as a threat following repeated shelling of the European continent's largest nuclear plant. Why would they hit it if it was under their command and control since March 4th, 5th, 6th? Why? Isn't it in the interest of the other ones who tried to get the Russians out? Now. So it's been from about, what, 6 months in the Russians' hands? And now they bomb themselves? What's going on here? No, that's what's happening. The Ukrainians are bombing the Russians who occupied that plant. That's what it is. So everything else is bull feces. All right, so let's go here. Russia's intent to continue to wield the Zaporizhzhya Nuclear Power Plant as a nuclear cuddleget against Ukraine, against Ukraine and the rest of Europe. I don't know the word, but I understand what's going on. Like a blackmail or something on top of you. Like a blackmail is what I'm going to do. I'm guessing that's what it is. A Russian shell nearly hit one of the facility's reactors on August 11. Why? If they have it, it's like I own the house and I shoot myself here or something. Why? Which I take the house from you, let's put it this way. And you will not shoot at me here to get me out, but I'm going to shoot myself for what? To get you out from where? You're not here. A Russian shell nearly hit. Yeah, Russia has convened the UN Security Council meeting to discuss the incident, hoping to use it to shift the blame to Kiev's armed forces. It didn't have to shift anything here. Maybe there. Yeah. Bonnie Jenkins, a US Undersecretary of State, let's see what this guy is going to say, for Arms Control and International Security Affairs, said that Russia is fully responsible for the looming risk of a nuclear catastrophe and urged Moscow to give Zaporizhzhya Nuclear Power back to Ukraine. Why? They can't handle it? They've never seen a nuclear power plant? They build them all around the world. What are you talking about? Why? Because the Russians are bad and they want you ascribed bad intent to the Russians all of a sudden? If they wanted it to be destroyed or anything, they had so many months. What do you want? And it worked. Only now in the past few days there's a problem. Why? Why is that a problem? The Russian General Valery Vasilyev, in charge of the plant, has previously threatened that the area will either Russian land or scorched desert here, and has claimed to have mined the entirety of the station. Well, I don't know if that's true or not. They claim that. I read the article. It's and then scorched desert here. Don't attack, I guess. I don't know. If the Russians do trigger a nuclear incident, okay, this is scenarios. No, I think if the Martians come here or the Hungarians are going to attack United States, I think things change. Now, how possible that is? The same. I can make scenarios. How many? I'm going to make a counter scenario to this scenario that these guys probably are going to make. So if the Russians do trigger a nuclear incident on the ZNPP, much of Eastern Europe will likely suffer from radioactive poisoning for centuries to come. No, if the Ukrainians are going to trigger a nuclear incident, Putin will come and suck all the radiation in his big lungs and nothing will happen. How do you like my alternative? This is how you talk with these guys. They give you that alternative and told you what's going to happen, possibly. Yeah, it could possibly. But how about this one? If Great Britain hits the power plant, then all that is going to go to the Eastern Europe and the entire world. But why would they do it? Oh, because they are the supporters, the sponsors of Ukraine. Oh, and why would Ukraine do it? Oh, because the Russians have it. Seems more plausible than the Russians hitting it themselves, instead of these guys wanting to get it back with their sponsors. More plausible to me. But I know, I'm just a regular Indian, no chief here. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.